大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。
君たち、俺が絶対に守る。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。
君たち、俺が絶対に守る。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。
君たち、俺が絶対に守る。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。
君たち、俺が絶対に守る。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。
君たち、俺が絶対に守る。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。
君たち、俺が絶対に守るから。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。
ライトニングボール
スタースプラッシュキリト君は私が守る。決める。
hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to the Kaisaya Community Cup Arena of Valor this July 2020. I'm Kaisaya, I will be your host, and I'm with Charlie and Vittorio. How are you guys doing?
Doing fine. How about you, Vittorio?
I'm doing great.
Oh. Which one is greater? Great or fine? Totally yung great, no? But yeah, we're currently seeing right now teams from Indonesia and the Philippines. It is Archangel, SilverBullet on the blue side, the left side, and that is PhoenixStrikerz, AOV Legends, Bang Bang. I don't know what they wanted to do with their team name, but it seems like they're sending a message as well. So yeah, before we talk about the draft and everything, we want to thank our sponsors, of course, for supporting this event. Shoutouts to Garena AOV Indonesia, to Richard Tyers from Scotland, S-Rank Gaming, and also Arthelion Gaming. Thank you so much, guys, for sending some support and love to our community here in Arena of Valor for Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. Well, I'm no longer be prolonging that one because I guess we would want to discuss in here, the bans and picks for these two teams. Any thoughts so far on what you're currently seeing on screen, Charlie and Vittorio?
Skira and ban is very predictable. Based on what I saw yesterday, and this Alok as well. Regarding to this teamy, I think he is a good support, but based on what Vittorio said yesterday, Alice is much viable than this Miran.
Yeah, actually, it's a surprise that they banned Malok and Timmy at first glance. I think the first team is very, very experienced in terms of 5v5 fights. That's why they banned Malok, which is good at team fights, and also Timmy, who's very good with marksmen as a defending support.
Oh, by the way, I want to give you shout-outs to Tetsuki. She's actually one of our sponsors, and she just sent another 30 stars in our stream. So yeah, I just saw Illumia right now. What can you say about this Prio pick for an Illumia? Maybe Charlie. Let's ask Charlie.
For me, I think of PhoenixStrikerz are leaning to the old school meta. Just looking onto the drafting phase with that Violet and Illumia.
So I just want to answer Migs on YouTube. He was asking what patch we are currently playing on and having the tournament. Are Alain and Rui available? Yes. I think the latest hero is Alain, right? That we have in the most recent patch. So yeah, we have that patch right now. And we have all of the heroes and rune available for using. So yeah, old school meta for Team PhoenixStrikerz Legends. I mean, yeah, sorry. AOV Bang Bang. What? AOV Legends Bang Bang. Alright, so that is so confusing. So, but who knows? This Illumia might prove us wrong because there's a lot of CC, especially if you are able to make use of your ultimate, global ultimate, at the right time, at the perfect timing, and if you don't get kited that easily, if you reserve your second skill. How about you, Vittorio? Your thoughts?
Well, this is the first time I've seen Illumia in a pro scene. I've been watching Vietnam, Thailand. I've never seen an Illumia pick before. Just because Illumia is a very, very bad hero to rotate. At the same time, the only saving light and saving grace of Illumia is if she can connect her CCs on the enemy team's heroes during team fights. So I don't think that it's gonna be a prior pick.
Well, let's see about that though. Matchup between the mid. We'll see how Krixie will be able to handle an Illumia, or maybe it's the other way around. Let's see how an Illumia will be able to handle out a Krixie. But so far, if this Ryoma would go onto the DS side, do you have any thoughts on how the matchup would be between the Richter and the Ryoma? Any, Charlie or Vittorio?
Yeah. So, for me, it's already a bad matchup if, for example, Ryoma and Richter, because Ryoma is a hero with a kit that has to distance himself, while Richter is a hero that usually goes in. So it's a really, really bad matchup for Ryoma, especially if there's a Richter or Florentino, those kinds of heroes that goes in. Ryoma is gonna have a hard time countering and clearing the lane.
Well, we'll see about that. Speaking of classic, we can see Aitel Anna's pick in here. Definitely will be partnered up by KazeeB. I could already imagine that these two will be all together most of the time, especially, you know, to utilize the passive of the Telanas, because Telanas is apparently, of course, stronger if she has someone with him. What more if there are a lot of heroes or teammates that she has with all together. So that's that's definitely going to be a matchup between the Telanas and the Violet as to, you know, who can be on a safer distance. But do remember as well that Violet is much more mobile compared to a Telanas.
Yeah.
But any guesses though on what might we be expecting in here for the last pick of Phoenix?
I think it's gonna be a classic jungler here. And there you go.
It's a Zill.
Zill or yep, it's a classic. Looking onto the drafting phase here, based on what Archangel SilverBullet banned out against the PhoenixStrikerz, I think they do manage to study a hero pool here of the PhoenixStrikerz, as we can see that Alok, Timmy, Omen, Florentino, they do assist during the old meta. And looking onto the banning phase onto the PhoenixStrikerz, it is all of the recent heroes that is so overpowered.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll just have to see. And to those who are wondering if this is just a best of one, yes, this is a best of one. But in case if your favorite team actually loses this round, they still have a chance on making a comeback from the lower bracket, because our format is a double elimination. All right. So someone from Twitch, his or her name is the Cleeway. He's saying Vito, pa shout out CJ Revilla. I don't know who this person is, but maybe you can do some fun work in here, Vittorio. It's J Revilla, shout out daw. Oh, go.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Revilla and Clay KS.
Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna leave this game on to our casters. This is Charlie and Vittorio. Let's get it on.
Let's go. Thank you, Kaisaya. And let's head on to the first game of our KCC Day 2. And onto the blue side will be the Archangel, SilverBullet, having the Xheezy, Volcat, Pixie, Victor, and Telanas.
And on the red side, it's PhoenixStrikerz, AOV, Legends, Bang Bang, having the Zill, Thane, Ryoma, Illumia, and Violet.
And meanwhile, while we are talking, there's an early aggression here coming in from the Archangel SilverBullet, just giving a vision onto the jungle area of the PhoenixStrikerz. You can see that they're so aggressive. And look at the free hits coming in from the Telanas with the distance that Illumia suffered.
Yeah, I think what Archangel SilverBullet is doing is the new rotation. It's the 3-man wherein both the mid lane and the bot lane is clearing the mid and the Abyssal Dragon lane. I'm not even sure how effective it is, but because most of the teams that I've watched earlier in this series that we have in this tournament is okay. Charlie, there's a clash. Can you take over?
Oh, Grave will fall down and he will go onto the graveyard. But meanwhile, there's a 4-man gank here. Violet not survive right there. And there he goes, Richter. That's a 5-man onto the bottom lane. And this is what Archangel wants to do onto the early game. Just to punish the PhoenixStrikerz right on the...
As you can see, what happened there was that the mid lane was already rotating with the Abyssal Dragon lane. That's why they had the advantage. While PhoenixStrikerz was very late, especially for the Illumia, she was only able to react after the Violet and Thane got bursted down by the Volcat, which is what the Archangel really wants to do with that early boost of power in the early game.
You can see that KazeeB can or buff teammates, and now they're rotating as one with the Xheezy and the Telenas, leaving Richter hitting the mid lane and the top lane in waves.
Yeah, this is the kind of rotation you want if you think that your dark DS laner can manage himself.
And there's a 1v1 here, but it's gonna be a 3v3. Possible 3v3 situation. And there's the disengage coming in from the Archangel, knowing that they're best position.
So what's happening here is that Volcat takes down Violet. Archangel is not leaving any room for comebacks in this game. Yeah.
There's the Cataclysm here. Grave is alone. Suffered so much damage. Meanwhile, onto the bottom lane, there's gonna be a tower push. And look at the Xheezy. That's a surprise here. Quick. It fall down. There we go. They want to clear the crypt wave. There's the push here from Grave. And now the free hits coming in from Telenas. Oh, what a nice in here from Xheezy that will lead for a death here coming in from the PhoenixStrikerz. There's the ultimate coming in from Decoy, getting the Violet. Oh my god. Still with an escape, but still in the end he will fall down, and that's a wipeout here coming in from the Archangel SilverBullet.
What's happening is that all the free hits that are coming in for Archangel is that they can't. PhoenixStrikerz cannot answer back how to catch this Telenas, free hitting them from the back. Now, as you can see, their Archangel is pushing everything to their advantage, not letting the PhoenixStrikerz farm in peace.
And there's no peace here. There's a 1-for-none trade here. And now they're trying for Hound alone. Volcat with that Ultima now getting the Illumia and the disengage. But look at the Xheezy right there with the movement speed buff. Now they want the Grave, putting him into the graveyard again. That's a 2-for-none. What a clean trade here coming in for Archangel SilverBullet.
There's a clash in the mid. Violet gets bursted down by Telenas and Xheezy and Xheezy.
It's the double creep.
It's
Xheezy
already
and Xheezy.
yeah. It's 2-0 on the tower count.
In terms of turrets, Angel and SilverBullet has the most tower allowed. But look at here onto the top lane, Xheezy just keep on setting up, and there's a Cataclysm here. The crowd control coming in from the Illumia will not be enough, and now look at the Richter coming in onto the backline. Grave will not be enough just to sustain the damage here. Volcat running in onto the back lane, Zell with that ultimate under the turret, doing so much work, and the Ultima, look at that, it's invincible. Hound, what is he doing? Another wipeout for the 6-minute mark of the game. Archangel SilverBullet wants to finish this as fast as a bullet.
I think they're trying to set a record in this tournament. It's only 6 minutes and 30 seconds during the game, and they already pushed almost all the other turrets.
And now into the mid lane, they want to get this tier 2 turret, and look at how experienced here the Archangel was. And there you go, the setup here. Oh my god, Richter going in onto the back lane without any problem, and another wipe out. Brother Vittorio, triple kill for Volcat. 7 minutes in the game, quad kill for Hound. Can't say anything at all.
This is really a one-sided game. They've already had an 11k gold lead. In the 7 minutes, will there be a finish before the 8-minute mark?
Listen, they get a kill right here. Oh no, there's a disengage. And look at the knock-up here coming in from the Xheezy with an ult just to zone out the members here of PhoenixStrikerz. But let's see if they're gonna strike back. Even if they're under the turret. Oh my god, quick. to be eaten here. Oh my god, they are disrespecting the turrets here, Vittorio.
Volcat came in, but he got bursted down before he went down his horse. Good job for PhoenixStrikerz. I don't know if there would still be a comeback because there's already a 10k lead without any towers remaining and only one inhibitor standing in the bottom lane.
Commend to their never giving up heart. Look at them. They're defending with all their heart. And now, Archangel, I think they're eyeing for the Dark Slayer.
I think they're just trying to take it slow and not just force the game because they know that with the lead that they have, if they get wiped, there would be a possibility for a comeback, especially in this. It just entered the middle stage of the game, but I'm not even sure if there would still be a chance. They're taking it all objectively.
Yup, and there's the ultimate here. They're chasing. Everyone is chasing here the members of the PhoenixStrikerz, and they can strike back. Look at Ryoma here trying to do anything, but look at the damage here coming in from the Archangel. Now they have no turrets at all, only the base remaining. What can Zil do? He's alone, forever alone, and this might be the end. The game 1 goes to Archangel SilverBullet with a fast game. 9-minute mark.
That was the fastest game that I've ever seen in this tournament. What are your thoughts about that, Kaisaya?
My thoughts, you said it already. It seems like they want to set a record. Not only a fast game, but I think high domination in terms of lead in gold. So it was just a lot. I think it even went up more than 11k gold lead. But regardless, yes, it is a one-sided match. You can see how disciplined Team Archangel SilverBullet is in terms, not only in terms of micro play, but also their global decision. You know, they know how to even cut the minion waves up top. If you would notice, or maybe the audience did notice as well, that Arc WL was cutting the minion waves in between tier 2 and even tier 3, or the inhibitor turret. So that was just way too deep, but I think what allowed him to do so was of course the information that the Crusaders was able to give out to his teammates. But then again, to the fans of PhoenixStrikerz, don't you worry guys, because there's still chance for them to make a comeback in the lower brackets. So how about you guys? Charlie and Vittorio, let's start with Charlie. The Illumia one, what is that a contributing factor that the PhoenixStrikerz lost in this match, or is it something else for you?
It's about the rotation. The Archangel SilverBullet, they have this advanced rotation compared to what is the old meta before. And we've seen that Xheezy telling us making use of the pressure that they can give. Just reading onto the comment section, our viewers saw it as well. The pressure onto the bottom lane and the fast itemization. And we can see as well that Volcat is a very good on his own hero. We've seen that Ultima make use of it under the turret, being invincible. I think the level of experience right here, including the recent meta, is on a much greater level here for the Archangel SilverBullet.
How about you, Vittorio?
Yeah, my takeaway from that game was that
Archangel SilverBullet. That's what I'm also curious about.
Actually, before I joined the OneSnap AOV team, we've scrimmed with Archangel.
How did you find them?
They're good. They're very disciplined. Actually, they're a very, very big organization. I've fought three of their teams, and they're all top tier in the Indonesian Barracuda server. And what I saw was that the rotation game that PhoenixStrikerz was very subpar. What happened was that they were although it was already a 3-man rotation happening in the Abyssal Dragon, they still forced themselves to fight. a 3-1 battle, a 3-2 battle in the bottom lane. And what they should have done was that they should have just cleared the lane. They should have pressured the DS lane, which was very left unchecked because the rotation was between in the Abyssal Dragon. So what they should have done was that they should have focused in the DS lane and tried to get some plays out of there.
Whew. Let's see though, because, well, congratulations of course to Archangel SilverBullet because they're heading on to the round 2 in the upper bracket. Still a chance for PhoenixStrikerz, AOV Legends Bang Bang to make a comeback from the lower bracket one. But we have another series to show you guys. Actually, there are a total of 5 series for today. It's gonna be No Mercy from Indonesia versus BossGaming PH Team Barney up next from the Philippines. So for the meantime, we're gonna be heading on to a short break. I just want to give you shout outs again to our sponsors: Garena AOV Indonesia, Richard Tyers from Scotland, S-Rank Gaming, who is also a participant in this tournament, and Arthelion Gaming, who just showed some plays from his team Elixir from yesterday. So a quick break as we prepare for the next 2 teams. Once again, I'm Kaisaya, and with me is Charlie and Vittorio. We'll be back.
はじめまして。私はアスナ。そしてこっちは。
どうも、キリトです。
今日から私たちしばらくの間新しいゲームにインすることになったの。
どんな世界なんだろうな。
今回のゲームはチームワークが重要なポイントになるのよね。
ああ、チームワークか。
あ、ソロプレイヤーのキリトくん、今ハードルが高いかもって思ってるでしょう。
バレたか。確かにチームワーク重視のゲームって慣れてないから。
安心して、そのために私がいるんでしょ。キリトくん、一緒に頑張りましょう。
ああ、ありがとうアスナ。このゲームはとても有名でプレイヤーもたくさんいるって聞いてるから、がぜん腕が鳴るぜ。
そうだね。それじゃあ早速ログインしてみよう。
ああ、リンクスタート。
一緒に戦う
よし、行くぞ。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。
君たち、俺が絶対に守る。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。
君たちは俺が絶対に守るから。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。行くわよ。終わりよ。耐えた。待ちなさい。遅い。
ライトニングボール。
スタースプラッシュ。キリト君、私が守る。はじめまして、私はアスナ。そしてこっちが。
どうも、キリトです。
今日から私たちしばらくの間新しいゲームにインすることになったの。
どんな世界なんだろうな。
今回のゲームはチームワークが重要なポイントになるのよね。
ああ、チームワークか。
あ、ソロプレイヤーのキリトくん、今ハードルが高いかもって思ってるでしょう。
バレたか。確かにチームワーク重視のゲームって慣れてないから。
安心して、そのために私がいるんでしょ。キリトくん、一緒に頑張りましょう。
ああ、ありがとうアスナ。このゲームはとても有名でプレイヤーもたくさんいるって聞いてるから、がぜん腕が鳴るぜ。
そうだね。それじゃあ早速ログインしてみよう。
ああ、リンクスタート。
一緒に戦う仲間もいるよ。
よし、行くぞ。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。
君たち、俺が絶対に守る。君たちは俺が絶対に守るから。
We are back here at the Kaisaya Community Cup for Arena of Valor this July 2020. This time, I am with Charlie and KazeeB. Oh, by the way, I'm Kaisaya. I forgot to introduce myself. So yes, we have someone pretty joining us this time. So how are you guys doing? Maybe I'll ask the lady first. KazeeB?
Hey guys, I'm good, doing good guys. Hopefully good game. We'll see a good game right now.
Blue team's turn.
Yeah, hopefully so, because this is another Indonesian team versus a Philippine team. This is Team No Mercy versus Team BossGaming PH Team Barney. Charlie said a while ago that it's quite a long name. Like that of, what was that again? Team PhoenixStrikerz, AOV Legends Bang Bang.
Bang Bang. ALBB. Viewers said na just say ALB.
Yeah, they wanted it that way. But I guess now that we are in the draft and no longer prolonging that intro, but actually before we head on to that, I just want to give you shout-outs again to our sponsors. Thank you so much to Garena Indonesia for sending us vouchers for our viewers. And speaking of vouchers, we have a giveaway ongoing on this stream. All you have to do is to check out the pinned comment in our comment section. Basically, all you have to do is to make sure you type !, notify, and share the live stream publicly with the caption #KCCAOV. Apparently, even though we're live on YouTube and Twitch, the giveaway is only gonna happen on the Facebook live stream. So do join that, and who knows, you might get a chance on winning. But now let's ask the casters what they think about so far on the bans that we're seeing on the table. I want to ask KazeeB first.
Actually for me, pretty standard bans. These are the bans that you normally see either in ranked and also in other tournaments. So I'm not sure if they purposefully opened the Laville for the first pick, but we'll see.
Yeah, Laville is open. Well, maybe Team BossGaming PH Team Barney will be able to get a secure in that. But the priority for No Mercy is actually a Hirak. We know how annoying this hero is. But let's see how things will go. But for the meantime, how about you, Charlie? Thoughts on what we're seeing on the draft at the moment?
You can see here the heroes, which is Dirac. Based on what I saw yesterday, it is a very good mid laner, along with the Raz, as his ultimate blast that he can give is a very useful. But having a Laville open, it will be prioritized here by the BossGaming PH, as well with the Richter that we also know that a very good Dark Slayer laner because of its passive and the jungle strike that he can do during the under the bush and the riverbed.
We'll see about that. But just like as KazeeB mentioned, there goes the Laville. Why do you think Laville will be, a good factor in here on the side of BossGaming? What is it with Laville, KazeeB?
For me, Laville is very his passive and the attack speed. And if he's able to position himself really well in team fights, he can be unstoppable and the damage will be super massive.
Let's see about that. I think especially his second skill, right? When he can just avoid potential death, or maybe when someone attempts to dive on him and he just can go second skill. But for the meantime, we can see in here a ban on the Kriknak by Team No Mercy. Kriknak is quite a classic hero, and I'm pretty sure Charlie did did make use of this even once for his life when he started playing Arena of Valor. Can you tell us something about this Kriknak? Why is this getting a ban?
Kriknak is a very good hero, especially against tanky heroes, and it can also burst you out. And having this Malok pick, they're avoiding a jungler that can easily burst down a tank. And knowing the lineup here from the BossGaming PH, it's not including the Laville. I think the No Mercy is thinking that they will be picking the old meta jungler.
Oh yeah,
Like
even
the
Murad
Liliana
getting a
as
ban
well.
right now, right? Although, I don't know, Murad is for me right now in the current meta is situational. But for the meantime, maybe it can also be a respect, especially a team who knows how to revolve around a draft that involves a Murad can be something that is also scary, because we know how Murad can easily poke out in and out of heroes. So it's something that maybe BossGaming Team Barney just would love to avoid. But the rest of the picks that we might see in here, any idea or any guesses, KazeeB?
Based on what we currently see right now, I'm guessing that I think No Mercy might pick Zill probably for jungle, just so that they can reach the backline of our BossGaming. But I'm not sure if they're going really to secure it. But based on the available junglers left in this game, I'm not sure what they will secure. But I do think it will be a Zill.
Yeah, well, they got the Chognar in here for the side of BossGaming Team Barney. Maybe they would hate all the CC that Kha'Zix and that Dirac will throw out. That's why they secure. But I'm not too sure. It feels like, though, in terms of dive, I don't know, Charlie, if you would agree, but it seems like Team No Mercy's composition here is kind of scary as well because of the dive potential that they can do. But at the same time, maybe I'll just ask you this question. How can Team BossGaming Team Barney might be able to avoid those dives and set that Team No Mercy might be able to do because of their combo?
The Strogner pick is a good counter initiate because of its ultimate. Now that we are seeing Kha'Zix, Alok, if you've seen the game number 1, we saw that Kha'Zix can easily pull you with his own skill. But I think they need to wait until the ultimates or skills would be thrown here by the No Mercy before they counter engage.
Ooh. Well, let's see. They have completed the draft. I don't know what our audiences think as well, but let us know in the live chat, those who are currently watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Who do you think, which team has the greater line? Who has the better lineup? What's the better composition? And what do you think the kind of rotation might they do? But for the meantime, I guess it's time for me to pass this on to our casters. It's gonna be Charlie and KazeeB at your service.
Thank you, Kaisaya. And again, welcome guys to the Kaisaya Community Cup day number 2 featuring Arena of Valor. And this is the game between No Mercy and BossGaming PH Team Barney. And now we're going to be heading into our game. And based on their lineup, Easy, who do you think has the advantage?
For me, I think I'd go with No Mercy just because they have the Caffeine and the Malok. They have a lot of CC.
And me too as well. I think I do agree on that because Team Barney or BossGaming PH lack crowd controls. Anyways, just a quick rundown. We have No Mercy having this Dirac, Malok, Volta, and Krezix plus the Caffeine.
Yeah, and here for our BossGaming Team Barney side, we have a Chognar, Richter, Liliana, Alain, and Laville.
And look at this. Richter going aggressive onto the blue buff, but what a nice defense here coming in from Krezix.
Yeah, that's very, I think that was a very good defense that Krezix was able to give to his team.
Now look at the BossGaming PH. Despite of the unsuccessful aggression of Richter, Liliana and Chognar just stole a neutral mob here from the side of No Mercy. So you can see that they're competitive right now. They want to have a gold lead in the early game phase, and now we are seeing hundreds of gold lead. But look at this, Boss say hello with a Chognar, just giving some vision for his team.
Yeah, and we know that vision is very important, especially for this support role. He needs to be able to give to his teammates the best vision possible to get a little bit of a leg up in this game. So we just see a little bit of poke here, but let's see if we will see a next clash here.
Yeah, and speaking of flash, there's Laville with the low health here, not hitting level or without ulti, and now Abyssal Dragon Kratos will be up for grabs. But let's see, here's a clear coming in from Dirac, and now everyone is gathering onto the mid lane. That we all know Abyssal Dragon will be the next priority target here for the both teams.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but we see that No Mercy just decided to at least just reset this objective for now, since they had to disengage from that clash a while ago. And for now,
look at the reset again from the side of BossGaming PH. They're just disturbing this little dragon Kratos while he is sleeping. But meanwhile, onto the top lane, there's a 1v1. No Malok suffering a ton of damage here coming in from Richter, but it will not be enough just because Waterfall is so tanky. But oh, look at that. Oh, the shock here. What a nice play out here coming in from Richter just to dodge that ultimate coming in from Malok, but still onto the bottom lane, Abyssal Dragon will fall onto the hands of Laville. It's still not ending, and there's the ultimate here coming in from Caffeine. Chognar will fall down. That's the first blood here coming from Volcat. He wants a second blood here. Let's see what can he do. Liliana with the harassment, and that will be a disengage for the side of BossGaming PH.
yeah, and that really went in favor of our No Mercy side. Though BossGaming was able to take the Abyssal Dragon, they suffered a little bit there. But for now, since the clash is over, most of the lanes are just trying to clear, get a little bit of gold. But on the top lane, we see that the Richter is being a little aggressive, trying to push this tower here in the top lane. But he will leave now, for now, since the Malok has arrived.
Yep. And knowing Richter, he is a very jungle strike empowered under the riverbed and the bush. He can really do anything just to harass the waterfall or the Malok here onto the top lane. And now Volcat here, they are assembling onto the bottom lane. I think they want to make any potential gap here. And look at the here. He is so bossy here, getting the blue buff here from the side of BossGaming PH. Meanwhile, they're harassing here.
And we have a clash here in the enemy jungle. They get a clean kill onto the Chognar, and there's still a team fight here with the rest of the members of Boss trying to help the teammates, but the Volcat with its ultimate almost getting the kill onto the Richter, and he plays with his life, and though Liliana tries to do a little bit damage, he plays with their life as well, and the Laville trying to do anything to at least poke our No Mercy team, dies in the process, and now they will get this middle tier tower successfully.
What a nice respawn here coming in from Malo. Paid off with a turret plus kills. With having this 5-2, the gold lead will be almost 1.2k in favor of the No Mercy. They are showing us why do they name themselves No Mercy, but now Laville and Chognar is starting this Abyssal Dragon Kratos. But look at here, Krezix is now setting up for the team No Mercy. Look at here, Abyssal Dragon Kratos will fall onto the hands of the blue team. Ultimate will be propped out here from the Chognar, but Krezix will fall down, and now that's the disengage here without casualty from the side of BossGaming PH team Barney. That is a very wise decision in terms of trade, because they didn't get what they want and they should back out as fast as they can.
Yes, and with the HP left for their team, it was very wise of them to head back there, because the Caffeine was very healthy in that clash, and she could have easily turned around that team fight at any moment. So for now, guys, there's really nothing happening in the map, since the lanes are just trying to catch up a little bit on wave clear. They're trying to get as much gold as they can for now, because right now our No Mercy team's leading with a little bit of gold, but we do see that the Volcat is here to help the Malok do a little bit of poke onto the Richer, and they will disengage there. But the rest of the members of BossGaming are here. There are 3 members here trying to gank onto the Volcat, as well as the Richers here as well. There's a clash going on here in the top lane. There's so much burst damage coming from our No Mercy team, and the Liliana's the only one alive right now, and the Volcat's so very aggressive right now and getting the secure on to the Liliana. The Laville's a little too late in this back up for his team, so our No Mercy team successfully takes another tower here in the top lane.
That's a triple kill for the Volcat. We've seen Volcat players diving under the turret, making use of his ultima, and that Laville's ult made clash, or made the BossGaming PH started the clash, but still they're the one who's punished right here. You saw that the double trouble here coming in from the Laville is a good initiator, but still they lack of control. That is what the disadvantage here of the lineup from the BossGaming PH. What can you say about that, KazeeB?
I totally agree with you there. I think the Laville's ultimate there was a little too early, and his backup to the team fight was a little too late there, so that's why his team had a little bit of a hard time in that clash. Though right now, we saw that the shock came in from the Malok, but they have disengaged this fight and have directly gone to the Abyssal Dragon for this objective and gold for our No Mercy team. They get that with no contest from BossGaming right now.
And this will be a 4k gold lead in favor of No Mercy with that objectives. But meanwhile, on the bottom lane, again, 1v1 situation with Richter and Malak. But instead, Richter will roam around just to play it safe, knowing that they are the ones at a disadvantage right now. But now the Dark Slayer is alive, and we can see No Mercy is setting up some potential ambush here against the BossGaming PH. So I think, KazeeB, what do you think? Or rather, what will be the strategy for the BossGaming PH just to close the gold gap here?
For me, since the gold lead isn't that high, they know that the next objective to be taken right now is the Dark Slayer. So they have to be able to clear their lanes so that they will not be backdoored in any way by No Mercy, and try to contest this Dark Slayer taking of our No Mercy team right now. That's how I think they can get back in this game.
That's that's a nice suggestion here for the BossGaming PH. As we all know, minion waves is a very important factor here, so that you cannot lose any turret at all. Now, all of the outer turret here from the BossGaming PH is gone, and the next objective is the Dark Slayer. And we are all seeing No Mercy grouping up here onto the area of the Dark Slayer. And now Trognar was seen here but will not be caught out because taking this slow, they're not rushing it.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think both teams are just trying to position the best way and try to get the advantage in the next clash, because they know whoever is able to get up the next kill is gonna get a huge advantage in terms of objective in this game. So for now, we see that the Ballcat and the Malak are right here in the Abyssal Dragon with the 4 members of BossGaming here to contest, though they do not secure the Abyssal Dragon at this time. What a good play from our No Mercy team, securing the 3rd Abyssal Dragon for this game.
We saw that Malak didn't hesitate at all, using the shock just to zone out the members of BossGaming PH team Barney. But wait, the elephant will be caught out right now. Like before, it will not be caught out, but oh, look at that double trouble heal. Chef Kafeni will be stunned for a while, but BossGaming, they would contest this one, but the Dark Slayer will be started here for the No Mercy. But onto the bottom lane, 1v1 situation, our lane will not be successful. Speaking of that, Malak.
Yeah, I agree with you here. And for now, the Richer is just providing some vision for his team and has retreated as 3 members of No Mercy secure this Dark Slayer. And for me right now, they have to be careful in terms of overextending for the part of BossGaming, as the gold lead is already at 6k right now, and they really need a breath of fresh air, because it's really hard for them to go around the map right now.
And looking onto the gold, it could be a 6.8 gold lead in favor of the No Mercy. We've seen a lot of ultimate here coming in from Laville. What can you say about that with his spamming the double trouble?
I think the double trouble is just his way of trying to at least provide vision, or at least try to start a team fight for his team. Though it hasn't been as effective as it should be, at least it helps a little bit with his team. But if he doesn't use it as better in this game, his team will not benefit from the capability that it can bring actually. So for now, we see that No Mercy is very aggressive right here, trying to push this mid-tier tower. They're trying to get a lot of damage onto the No Mercy team. They don't get that much damage, and the shock coming from the Malak. They're trying to secure this alien. The Kha'Zix has overextended here, and he pays with his life, with the rest of the members of No Mercy just backing out a little bit. And they're gonna try to just clear some other waves, though the Drake here has been summoned here at the bot lane, and they have direct directly went to this Abyssal Dragon to take another objective.
Yup, and we're seeing how BossGaming is approaching this game. Doing it conservatively, just waiting for a mistake from the No Mercy, and we saw how how aggressive the critics right there, jumping inside their own base, or the BossGaming's base rather. And now Richter just giving him space to breathe here for his team with the side push, and maybe they can close this with another mistake from the No Mercy. And looking back into the game, we have a pause and take a brief, KazeeB. What aside from being conservative, what do you see? Or what can you think about some saving grace here for the side of BossGaming PH?
Based on the last clash, actually, I think if No Mercy plays that super aggressive play wherein they lose one of their members before an actual clash begins, that's one opening that BossGaming really has to look for right now, because I don't think at this moment they can take on No Mercy on a 5v5 basis, just because No Mercy has the gold advantage, as well as they have that Cacophony for really critical damage, the Crusaders for the stun, the setup, and they have the Malok to finish it off. So I think they really need to wait for No Mercy to make another mistake similar to the one in the previous clash that we had.
They need to focus on counter-initiating instead of starting clash. Now look at No Mercy. They want to get anyone who's overextending right now. So this is right for the side of BossGaming PH. They need to really have their own grit. And as of now, giving a ton of objectives here in a turret for the side of No Mercy, it is clearly shown how they are eaten through gold here.
Yeah, that's very true. I agree with you here. And we see that our Volcats just tower locking this mid lane, and they got our first inhibitor tower here. And for now, they're trying to just poke as much as they can for No Mercy side, as they want to take another objective, because we see as the rest of the members of No Mercy are just poking and clearing waves. We see the Volcat taking this second Dark Slayer, and I'm not sure that BossGaming is in the position to contest this at this moment right now. So they successfully take it with no contest from BossGaming, and we see that the Malok's just busy clearing waves for his team, so that all waves are pushing towards BossGaming side. They won't be able to do any split pushes or backdoors for this game right now.
And we can see No Mercy is grinding or taking it slow, just clearing the creep waves here. And what you've said earlier, they're just poking out with the Fuzzblade and the Genesis that's coming in from Dira, from Kacophony, and now there's another inhibitor turret. Now the creeps or the minions will be muscular now, and there you go, Kacophony died right there, and there's a Genesis blast coming in from Dirac. Now BossGaming is defeating one by one from the damage of the No Mercy, living up to their name. Liliana is alone, not moving at all, and game number 2 would be over in favor of the No Mercy.
Yeah, that was a really good last clash for No Mercy there. I think the Liliana was AFK actually, because we could see that she was just in the tower actually, even though she was already at full HP. But that was a really good game for No Mercy. Though BossGaming put so much effort into that game, they were able to secure the Cacophony, the main damage dealer in that clash. It just so happens that our No Mercy just gave them no mercy.
Yeah, we saw there's no mercy at all. But let's hear what Kaisaya will be having on our table from that game.
Well, thank you so much, Charlie and KazeeB. Yeah, unfortunately, though, we saw that quite obvious. Liliana got disconnected. We gave them a pause, but as per our tournament rules, there can only be one pause for a maximum of 3 minutes each. And we can no longer pause it, even if they would request, but they did not request. Maybe they already know the rules, and we'll just have to abide on it. But don't you worry, to the fans of Boss Gaming, Team Barney, they will still have a chance on the lower bracket. And however, though, Team No Mercy will have to move forward to the next round. What do I thought about the game? I felt like most part of it, I feel like the ultimates of Laville overall is getting wasted. I mean, even if you make use of the ultimate to stun a target from far away, there will be no clashes or team fight that will be set. And usually we would want to play objectively rather than going for clashes, especially if you are on the losing side, especially if you started lacking in terms of gold in comparison to your opponent. But overall, I find the draft okay. Maybe just the Chognar that I find somehow a little bit misplaced. Yes, I know their intention about countering the CC of that of Dirac, but I think there could be a better option for the support choice in here for Boss Gaming PH Team Barney. And yeah, well, those are my thoughts. But KazeeB shared her opinion already, her insights. How about you, Charlie?
Based on their lineup, I'm agreeing to that Chogner pick. A little bit odd, but as the draft wise here, we can see a ton of damage coming in from Dirac and Kalfeni. We saw the Fusillade plus the Genesis Blast. It's a long distance harassment, and the Boss Gaming PH are just running just to avoid the damage from that. And plus, even though that Richter won his lane against Malok, the skill set of Malok is a very useful thing just to zone out the members of the Boss Gaming PH. And knowing that this Wildcat, this hero itself, is a very overpowered that can easily dive you under the turret with no problem at all. So I think lineup wise will be the first problem here, and next will be the execution.
Well, thank you so much, KazeeB and Charlie, for your insights. Minsan, I want to give you shout-outs to our viewers on YouTube and Twitch as well. We have someone from Spain, I guess, because parang Spanish language is what he's using. That's Genart9. Also, shout-outs to Rian, Dini on YouTube, and everyone else in there. Also, of course, let's not forget the sponsors of this event: Garena AOV Indonesia, Richard Tyers from Scotland, S-Rank Gaming, and of course, Arthelion Gaming as well. But there you go, there will be 3 more series to watch out for today. That's going to be, what's next is going to be Todolist versus OneSnap Esports. But I think this is KazeeB's last cast for day 2. So I think I'm gonna give this opportunity for KazeeB to promote some of her stream rather, or anything else. KazeeB, would you like to?
Hi guys, I'm KazeeB. If you guys have the time, kindly like and share my page, KazeeB, and support everybody who's trying to keep our community alive. That's all.
Yes, you can find her social media down below her name. That's fb.com/KazeeB. There you go. But yes, for the meantime, we have to head on to a really short break. We're going to be preparing the teams on the 3rd series, Todolist versus OneSnap Esports. Oh, that's going to be next. Thank you so much, It's Johari, for the 15 stars. Really appreciate it. So don't you go away, guys. It's just going to be a few minutes break. We'll be back.
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。大事な人。
ライトニングボール。
スタースプラッシュ。キリト君、私が守る。 はじめまして。私はアスナ。そしてこっちが。
どうもキリトです。
今日から私たちしばらくの間新しいゲームにインすることになったの。
どんな世界なんだろうな。
今回のゲームはチームワークが重要なポイントになるのよね。
ああ、チームワークか。
あ、ソロプレイヤーのキリトくん、今ハードルが高いかもって思ってるでしょう。
バレたか。確かにチームワーク重視のゲームって慣れてないから。
安心して、そのために私がいるんでしょ。キリトくん、一緒に頑張りましょう。
ああ、ありがとうアスナ。このゲームはとても有名でプレイヤーもたくさんいるって聞いてるから、がぜん腕が鳴るぜ。
そうだね。それじゃあ早速ログインしてみよう。
ああ、リンクスタート。
Hello, you guys, people. How are you guys doing? This is Kaisaya Community Cup Arena of Valor. That is our featured game for the month of July 2020. I'm Kaisaya, and this time I got two new sets of casters. We got Charlie and Xheezy. Maybe this time I'm gonna ask first how Xheezy is finding. Did I pronounce your name correctly again? I have been having a problem. Since
No worries,
I don't know, for the
Kaisaya.
last many years how to properly
It's
pronounce your name.
easy. It's easy.
Xheezy. Okay.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm super hyped right now, and this is going to
Show
be
us the
my
hype. Show us the hype.
shoutcast.
I know you're
Bring
hyped
everybody
right now
in.
because I know you went
Everybody in
live a
chat.
while ago to you know to exercise.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
doing some Ring Fit Adventure streams on my Twitch channel.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
Of course, we're happy to have Xheezy in here, finally casting with us an Arena of Valor community event. And of course, still Charlie is with us. To those who don't know Charlie, he's been playing Arena of Valor since Season 1. He started casually casting in my very first community event as well. I didn't even call it Kaisaya Community Cup. It was just a plain Kaisaya Arena of Valor tournament. Come on, it's super plain and natural, like no artistry in that tournament name at all. But yeah, Charlie is now a quite successful streamer, caster, and influencer in the esports scene and in the gaming scene. So we have him joining us again. It feels somehow nostalgic that I'm very proud of him, because now I'm seeing him, you know, from just randomly babbling things on stream before, and even making sapaw to his co-caster. Who was that? Naon during that time. And stop
It's
overpowering
Naon.
your co-caster, and we must, you know, help each
I
other
learned, no?
shine. But yeah, I'm happy that Charlie is still here with us, you know, helping us in the community by gracing us with his lovely voice too. But now let's talk about the draft. This is OneSnap Esports versus Todolist. All right, what can we say so far about the draft, Charlie?
Again, a pretty standard plan again, and it's gonna be Dira, Kira, as Elandor Zip. They're the most or highly prioritized heroes here onto the banning phase. But as we head into the drafting phase, Laville will be prioritized by the OneSnap Esports, showing that this marksman is a very good marksman in terms of clash, and we've seen his potential, but still he needs a good team composition, knowing that from the last game we saw a bit of misplays from the ones who has the Laville.
Well, yeah. But I want to ask Xheezy. Well, we gotta rely on Xheezy right now. What I want to ask him is that which heroes have you played in here that you see in the draft right now? Are
Well,
there
from
any
what I've
heroes?
noticed from the previous games and from the couple of competitive games that I've watched, we definitely see that Richter is in very high use. Definitely Malok and Laville as well. I do notice that Zip is always banned So I would want to see Zip in action, but it doesn't look like he is getting that opportunity at all to be able to play.
I don't know if you played him or even tried in practice mode, but he's quite annoying, especially when he's there. Like, you know, for example, you're about to take an objective and then suddenly the Zip appears out of the bush, eating that objective that you want to take. So that can be annoying. That could stop you from progressing any further for your team. And, you know, that's the reason why he's getting a priority ban here. So no Zip for us for today, said to-do list. No one would want him out. But anyway, he got replaced by another cute support in here, which is Timmy.
Yes, Timmy. So Timmy is a hero that is a 2-in-1. It's T and me,
yes.
they're brothers. Yeah,
T
it's a
and
random
me.
fact here. Yep, it's a random fact for the Arena of Valor. But now seeing the second banning phase, we've seen a lot of Wildcat for today, but now this will be denied by the OneSnap Esports. Have you seen the one who's running with horse and tower diving? No problem at all. That's Wildcat, and it gives us so much problem if it's open or being picked by one
Ooh.
team.
We're getting a support from a cheer, actually, from Elisa Estores. She said, good luck, OneSC or OneSnap Esports. Yeah, thank you so much for the 25 stars. So we got a cheer. Hopefully that will cheer up OneSnap Esports team to go up against an Indonesian team, which is Todolist. To the fans of Todolist, do cheer up them as well, because of course they'll be needing your support. Wherever you are, we can read your chat anyway, be it if you're on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook. So yeah, let's continue the discussion on what we can see on this draft so far. There's 2 marksmen on the lineup of Team OneSnap Esports. That's Laville and Lindis. And can you remember, Charlie, that Vittorio said that he doesn't like marksmen as jungle. He doesn't like any marksman as jungle. Well, in particular, did he mention any particular hero? But in general, he said he doesn't like it. But
He
now,
mentioned Landor.
yeah, Elandor. I don't know, but now we can see him in his team right now. That's Vittorio, who shoutcasted with us in the first series, and will still be shoutcasting in the last series for today because he just loves doing so. So we'll see how this will go. But yeah, how about you, Xheezy? We are about to close the draft right now. Do you have any particular favorites in here in terms of the picks? Or whatever.
Well, to be completely honest, like I am, a lot of the heroes that I was watching during the previous games have been banned, such as Dirac. Yeah, you mentioned Volcat earlier, and what's that lady's name? Kira? Yeah. So.
Yeah, oh, it's too bad for them. Yes, they're getting a high ban. But yeah,
Always
let's see.
Prioritize.
As we head on to the loading screen, let us know, dear viewers, which team do you think has the better composition? So just basing on the draft overall, because we know that execution is something else. We don't know what's gonna happen, and both of these teams are, I think they're both skillful. And we might see a close fight in here, but for the meantime, I guess it's time to give the floor to our dear casters. It's gonna be Charlie and Xheezy for you guys, so take it away.
Thank you, Kaisaya. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let me hear your comments and your insights about the lineup. Just feel free to give us an overview of the heroes right here. Who do you think has the upper advantage? But now we will be shoutcasting together with Xheezy, and this will be between OneSnap Esports versus Todolist. The game number 3 of our Kaisaya Community Cup, day number 2, featuring Arena of Valor. So don't forget, guys, to completely share this stream before the game starts. And there you go, the game starts. And just a quick rundown for us, we have the OneSnap Esports using the Sienna Lumber Laville, Malok, and Lindy's. Meanwhile, onto the red side, it's gonna be Richter, Krixie, Kriknak, Timmy, and Hayate. And as we can see here, there are no aggression at all. What can you feel about this, Xheezy, that they're not invading or doing some aggressive things?
I guess they are just pretty much respecting their opponents, but right off the bat, we see some aggression from OneSnap right here. But that's just pretty much safe laning, I suppose.
Safe laning. And one interesting here is that Vittorio, so for those who are viewers, know that he's the one with us casting, is now playing and he's onto the mid lane with this marksman Laville with an inspire for attack speed. And this is quite interesting because it's gonna be a double marksman lineup for the OneSnap Esports and might be a potential gank onto the bottom lane, but Hayata will be safe for now.
It looks like they were trying to pick off one of the heroes from the bottom lane, but it doesn't look like that was successful. But Todolist is now pretty much visiting the bottom lane here, and
now the Sentinel will be up for grabs. Members of the OneSnap is grouping onto the top lane. They want to secure the Sentinel and Xheezy.
First blood.
Oh, there's the clash, and Laville and Lindis, two marksmen of the OneSnap, will fall down. And okay, so that's a 2-for-2 trade. What a nice trade for the both teams. Equal for now. Abyssal Dragon Kratos is up. Kriknak is eyeing for this objective. So and we have a pause from Todolist, but based on what happened, Xheezy, what do you think is why do can you
yeah, I'm still here. No, what was the question there?
So what do you think happened there with the trade up on the Sentinel?
Oh, actually, it wasn't. I didn't particularly see what happened there. I was focusing on the bottom lane, on the ranged. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, and actually, you're right. It's the action is both top lane and bottom lane. We saw that Hayata died onto the bottom lane. The answer from the Todolist is getting that Laville Lindis, which is mainly the main source of the OneSnap Esports, a marksman, a mid laner, and the jungle. And for you guys, for the viewers out there, what do you think would be the advantage of the both teams? Show us what are your thoughts. And if you're new to the stream, welcome to Kaisaya Community Cup. Don't forget to share because we have a 500 vouchers giveaway. Just comment exclamation notify and share the live stream with a caption hashtag KazeeB AOV. Everything is capitalized. So we're just waiting for the game to be resumed, and I think it's about to resume. And Richter will fall down because there's a connection problem here. Meanwhile, onto the bottom lane, Hayate will kill down the range, which is Diana. Oh, Anamaric Vidal said advantage of the team of Vittorio is Vittorio, but we are seeing there's a connection problem for him. Arjun said that now check. You hear me, Xheezy?
Yeah,
Kaisaya, can you?
Yes, I'm still here. Okay.
I thought I'm disconnected. While
No.
I'm sorry for that. And now we're seeing an even trade here with the 3 before the both teams. So we've seen here Richter and Timmy onto the top lane, giving some pressure onto the Malok. Easy for blue. The rotation here. Look at Cliff, the Lumber. Is just giving some vision here onto the mid lane. And now they saw their splitter was on out here. Xheezy.
Yeah, it does look like Lumber was able to escape that there, providing the vision. But yeah, it's a good thing he wasn't able to be picked off by Todolist.
There's no casualty there, but the Abyssal Dragon Kratos will fall onto the hands of the to-do list. I think that's one of their to-do lists. The Abyssal Dragon Kratos is their objective.
Well said. And it does look like we have some engagement in the middle here, and
now get a cockroach ready to fly onto the OneSnap Esports. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Hayata is alone, and there's a potential 4-man gank here. Look at them.
Yeah, it looks like they're just biding their time. But here we see that it looks like there's going to be some backup.
And they want to get this turret. Cricknack and Crixie, the double Cree, are now going on to the bottom lane just to help Hayate. And there's a double trouble coming in from Vittorio. It's no one, and there will be no clash from the bottom lane.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it does look like everybody is just respecting each other's team. There isn't really a big cash difference. They're just pretty much laning, playing it safe. We're pretty much on the early stages of the game here. So, yeah.
Just eyeing for each other, but the double trouble will connect here. Shadow for so much damage, and the Bingy Bro will be activated, but it will not be enough to save his own life. Meanwhile, onto the mid lane, their range. Look at that! Kodai Bleeds will be propped out, and Diana will fall down as well. So that's a 1-for-1 trade for the both teams, plus a turret for them from top lane to mid lane. What a nice performance for both teams. It's a 4-4. They're giving us an equal footing here in this match.
But it does look like OneSnap is on the side of Todolist, pretty much just positioning themselves on a potential, but they have disengaged.
They've disengaged, and another objective for the to-do list. Oh, we're seeing their list, no? they want objectives. They're just mainly focusing onto the objectives. Kills are bonus, but it's the third Abyssal Dragon Kratos for them. So
yeah,
they're easily checking one by one their to-do list.
On the top lane here, it looks like Malok is... it doesn't look like there's going to be an engagement here, but here we go. We have a clash. 4v1. Shadow is just going to be picked off. Are they going to dive into the tower? But Florine to the backup here, as well as Crixie. Everybody else from Todolist is here, but immediately gets picked off. Double kill.
My god. It's like the audition one by one. The to-do list onto the members of OneSnap Esports. We've seen the Hayate giving them kunai bleeds, but what a nice rampage there from Lumber just to cancel out that ultimate. And the double trouble of Vittorio will always be the initiator here for them, just because that it can give a stun, and the potential dive will be secured here for just having this Malok. We've all saw that there's the big giant circle, the ultimate of Malok, that can easily knock up anyone who's within it.
Looks like Lumber is being a cheeky boy right here. Is just hiding in the okay. It's not going to be able to pick off kill.
And sometimes Jerome support right in the meta is just hiding under the bush, just giving off some vision. It's like they're called the walking word, but in this game there are no words. But wait, double trouble will connect, and there's a knock up here from the Lumber. That's a win-win situation here for the OneSnap Esports, getting the Hayate plus the Dark Slayer. But the buff will be stolen here by Crick. The girls will scream right now, but oh my god, they're outnumbered. If they tend to potentially engage with it, the to-do list will be at a disadvantage. And the clash is ongoing, and now the death will be followed by a trade. That's a 2 for 2. But let's see, Kripnak here wants to get the Lumber. Flip will fall down, but here's the assist of Kimi. Being a brother will not be used, but now the brother is stuck in the cave here of the blue buff, or the area of the blue buff.
Yeah, Charlie did just mention that if ever Todolist is going to try and engage in that fight, it's a 3v5 situation. That's going to be very disadvantageful for them. But for some reason, they still initiated that fight, and they got picked off just like that.
Yeah, and they also have this Dark Slayer buff. Now the dragon will be
traveling on the top lane, as I can see. Yeah,
just to give some pressure. Now they're assembling. Now they want to pick off because they know. Oh, but look at here. The gold lead is in favor of the Todolist, despite of the kills that they are. Despite of the kills of OneSnap Esports. But in terms of objective, another return here for the OneSnap Esports.
But in terms of pushing, it does look like OneSnap is in favor. They are going to disengage, while, as you can see here, Todolist is trying to chase them off. They were able to get Stifler there.
Now they're chasing for the rock, and the rock will fall down. That's a 3-4-1 trade in favor of the to-do list. Still, it's an even battle between these two teams.
Even though that to-do list has a 4K difference in gold. Oh, I didn't even notice that. They were being aggressive in the mid lane there.
Yeah. That is why Kreknak is a very, very good hero against tank enemies, and there's Stifler getting Crixie right there with the follow-up of the set from Double Trouble of Vittorio. That is a nice ultimate from Vittorio just to pick off that Trixie. But now, Cricknock flying onto Lindis. Oh, Lindis will fall down as quickly as she will be. But there's the Earth Splitter. Cricknock still chasing for Lumber. Oh my god, Chlorine is doing everything by himself.
Looks like Chlorine is going to be able to survive this. What's very surprising was that he was trying to attack two very tanky heroes on his end.
Inakaps here coming in from the Lumber. DRH wants to kill the Cricknock, but there's the Blade of Eternity. And oh my god, it's a wipeout. Now the tower lock. And that will be the game. 30-minute game will be going on to the to-do list. Another check for their list, having this victory. And let's hear what Kaisaya thought about this game.
Oh my god!
Didn't
Oh my
expect that.
god, because that was a 4v5 match. I mean, yes, we did allow a pause for Todolist because their Richter got disconnected, and it's quite obvious that he was just basically staying in the base, and literally with the hard R, it was just a 5v4. And I don't know what happened. It was a hard carry obviously by the Cricknock.
Chlorine,
If
yeah.
I would learn how to play Cricknock, it's gonna be under the
Chlorine,
teachings of
or
Mr.
Todolist.
NBE Chlorine. He knows when to pop out his skills. He knows how to dash in and out. My goodness, I mean, when we thought that Richter got disconnected, maybe it could have been OneSnap Esports game because of the mismatch somehow in terms of the number of players. Apparently, what Todolist was doing on that match was to counter objective. So every time, like for example, we would see OneSnap Esports going onto the top side pushing, the Cricknock will be somewhere else. He will just join engagements if he knows where the Lindis is, as well as where the Laville is, and if there is the Timmy by his side. Other than that, he's gonna back away and not go for an engage, knowing that someone left. So yeah, we're gonna wait for Charlie to come back. So there you go. Just turn on your camera. So other than that, GGWP. It's for me. I find it hurtful to accept that you will lose against 4 members, but this is game, and I think we should just look on the positive side, wherein we can learn how to carry each other and how to find solutions if you are on the losing side. Oh my goodness. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this game? Maybe let's ask Xheezy first.
So yeah, like from the start when that disconnect happened, and I didn't even notice it right off the bat. Like what I mentioned earlier, during the early game, they were just pretty much respecting each other and not immediately diving and picking off each other. But towards the mid game, you can definitely see Chlorine's Cricknock was slowly rising and picking off enemies one by one, and as well as Todolist, according to Charlie's words, to-do list by taking out the what do you call that?
Abyssal Dragon.
Yeah, the Abyssal Dragon.
Yeah.
So from there, like you could see that even though that they are at a disadvantage for they don't have another player, I guess their discipline in, although to be completely honest, like there were points in the game where I would just say, like, why would they engage in a 3v5 situation right there? But
Which one?
to-do list. But and like
you will
towards
definitely have to ask that. You're not gonna win on an exactly 4v5 or 3v5 situation. Well, anyway, continue. Xheezy, your points.
oh yeah. So but I was proven wrong there because Kriknak still stood his ground, was able to pick off the more squishier party members of OneSnap. So I guess that was how he was able to immediately rise up in level and quickly outrank most of, like, he even stood his ground against just like he knows when to back off or just fight it off until his teammates arrive. So I'm just in awe in like how he's able, like you said it yourself, Kaisaya. Like, if you know how to play in this level of Kriknak, like, hats off.
Yeah, hats off. And yeah, this is also best server Timmy out there. Hello, if you'd love to get a support who knows how to time his ultimate and then you're back alive, I think CNC Shadow is there. Anyway, let's ask Charlie what his thoughts are from that game.
My thoughts are the same here from the comment section, so I just want to point out here the people who are commenting. To thank you guys. So according to Joanna, so to Timmy, kudos to the best server. Yeah, Timmy made the great impact here onto the game, just buying some time with the Bingy brother, and plus the combination with Kriknak. We saw that Kriknak is really eager to finish the game as fast as they can because they are outnumbered, having Richter being disconnected. And according to George Maramba, he thought, or his thought of this game is that OneSnap overstayed onto the top lane, and the combination, like what I've said earlier, that Kriknak and Timmy, they saw an opportunity or a window, cleared low HP from the OneSnap that made the OneSnap collapse. No, even though they had upper hand, having a complete 5-member allow, they also had the Dark Slayer. But Kriknak, according to Xheezy, being disciplined, knowing when to go, when to dive in, and when to back away, waiting for his skill to cool down. And the hero itself, Kriknak, is a very good hero opposing or facing tanky heroes.
Oh, we cannot.
And
there you go.
Laville. And I think overall, Chlorine being MVP just showed us that win even if you're outnumbered, but you really need to end it as fast as you can, because late game will be so hard for them, because having a what do you call this, a snowball advantage is their key for winning this game.
Yeah, well, those are our thoughts. I think so far for today, this is the longest discussion that we had compared to other series, because there's just a lot of things to discuss in that match, given that it was kind of a mismatch situation. Well, anyway, that was it for our third series for today. We have another one up next. It's going to be Demonic Team from Indonesia versus Team Ravenous from the Philippines. So thank you so much to our casters, Charlie and Xheezy. We're just gonna be heading on to a really short break. Once again, I'm Kaisaya. Don't go away. We'll be back.
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよく。
君たちは俺が絶対に守るから。やっ
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。行くわよ。終わりよ。待ちなさい。大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。行くわよ。終わりよ。待ちなさい。We're meant to be.
did not notice it's already evening. Yes, we are back here at the Kaisaya Community Cup. I'm Kaisaya, and with me is still Charlie and Xheezy. It's gonna be Team Demonic Team from Indonesia and Team Ravenous from the Philippines. So, we're gonna start the draft. The teams are ready.
Blue team's turn.
Let's
to
see
ban.
how this will go. But so far, how are you seeing the trend? I already asked this to Charlie yesterday, so this time I'm gonna ask Xheezy. How do you find the trend right now, the picks and the bans?
Although yesterday I think it was Vittorio said that it looks like that it was mostly a marksman game, but I've seen more varied picks here. I think from the couple of competitive matches that I've seen, like international wise, like it's more. I mean, yeah, there are still some marksman picks there, but especially on the last game, it doesn't look like. I mean, it was a Cricknack rather, who excelled there, and we can see that Kira is banned
Again.
right off the bat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, she goes in her kit is invisibility, and she will basically literally be also invisible in the presence in the map right now, because she will never be chosen at all. But so far, look at that. What team was again on the blue side? Team Ravenous is doing banning 2 support so far. They're expecting tank support for real, huh?
Oh. Seeing this Trogner and Timmy. This is kind of odd if you're just referencing onto the meta, because it's probably like a respect ban onto the support of the demonic team. And now I think they banned out these heroes just to have more hyper meta picks, and that's where Iraq will be highly prioritized by the team Ravenous, but it will be and the result will be an open Elendor and Pain. Oh my god.
If they are going to lock in on Elendor, that is.
All of the highly prioritized hero here are hyper meta picks, so this will be an exciting battle.
Looks like Dirak is also picked up again. It does look like he is a meta hero with a very high pick percentage, and was also banned from the previous game.
Ooh, we're seeing a Max this time. Max with a global presence with his ultimate. Definitely any squishy hero with a very low HP. Actually, literally any hero with low HP should be very careful when this Max goes ult. And vision is super important in games like this of a MOBA, because if we know where the opponents are located, we get the advantage. At least we get to plan as to where to go next or what to do next. And getting the vision because of that Max might be, a good advantage. But let's see who's gonna be partnered or be matched up on that Max on the Dragon Slayer lane. For the meantime, L'Oreal.
Let me just mention, like, people on chat are mentioning that sounds are getting doubled somehow.
Is it still?
So
okay, I'm gonna leave the conversation to you guys while I check out what is happening on the audio.
all right.
And now we are
it was
seeing
only on another person's side, but it's okay on other people.
Okay,
Alright.
I see there.
It seems to be okay on my end too. So anyway, going back, so there is a Malok again. I have a question. Charlie, do you think Cricknack is worth banning? Because we've been seeing a lot of good Cricknack plays, not only from today but from yesterday too.
it's a good, and especially if you have this Malok we've seen that Malok, even if it's a tank, has been burst down
Yeah.
from the Cricknap. So it can be a good ban, but now we're seeing other heroes. Those are hyper metapics, but this is an interesting ban. It's an Illumia.
Oh yeah. I don't know what Team Ravenous is doing in here. It seems like they want to ban out classic heroes. And knowing Team Ravenous, actually they started playing Arena of Valor since season 1. Even during the time when it was just Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines all together in one region under Valiant server. So I know Nepo in here, that person who picked the pain. So he's very active in other mobile MOBA games right now as well, supporting and managing teams. And it's quite, well, I'm grateful that he joined this tournament, even though he's moved to a different game already, and he's still here to, somehow maybe feel nostalgic about going back to where we all knew each other. But yeah, it's looking tanky in here on the side of Team Ravenous, knowing that it's a Dirac, it's a Thane, and it's a Max. But what is currently on the table of Team Demonic? What might they be planning in here? Or will they be gank based, knowing that this is a pain as well, and maybe an Omen? We don't know as of yet, but any thoughts so far on what we're seeing?
I think they're creating a glass cannon lineup. I think there's a pain. This pain can easily jump out of nowhere, and as well as Malok. The shock, it's gonna be a huge impact on the map with the AoE. It's like both of them can jump from a distance and going in, and now we also have Omen that can snare you up with his ultimate and can lock down anyone that they wanted to easily burst down. But I'm still thinking about that Illumia ban. I think they are avoiding counter here, but because we all know that Max can fly with his lift off, and Illumia's ultimate, the Cataclysm, is a global ult that can stun you even at a distance. So maybe before if he fly, they think that the Illumia's ult will be a hard time for them to execute that liftoff.
I think though Team Ravenous needs to be very careful on a possible set that Omen might do, especially, oh no, they're hovering at Kha'Zix right now. Go invisible and then set up a team fight, but we don't know. Lumber is getting over, a lot of heroes are getting over, so as of the moment it just shows that there are a lot of great options to choose from for support, to add a support on the lineup of Team Demonic. But then again, even Omen alone might be a good setter for team fights. Like, just catch one target, lock one target, chain him in, and then everyone else will go all in to whichever Omen has targeted. But for the meantime, they're gonna be choosing Alice as their support for the team of Demonic. So anyway, we have completed the lineup. Overall thoughts on the draft right now? Like, who do you think is the better lineup? Let's start with Xheezy.
Well, it does look like Team Ravenous is picking more meta heroes, although I'm not that familiar with Max, but I've seen Thane in action as well. Yeah, but it's too early to tell. It's
Yeah.
definitely.
How about you, Charlie?
This Team Ravenous PH is showing me a nostalgic lineup with this Max, Thane, and meanwhile, from the opposing side, the Demonic team, this Alice support is a very good support right onto the meta with its movement speed buff and this pain. I'm really anticipating a lot of pain here from this hero because he is a bannable or highly prioritized hero in the banning phase, but now he's open. So let's see. Let's see based on their execution.
We're definitely going to see, but I want to know the thoughts of the viewers as well. Let us know in the live chat, be it on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. But for the meantime, I'm going to give the floor to our dear casters. It's going to be Charlie and Xheezy for this match between Team Ravenous and Team Demonic.
Minions will be deployed.
Thank you,
in
Kaisaya.
5 seconds.
I saw what you're trying to do there, Charlie. You said pain is going to bring the pain to Team Ravenous there. You and your puns, huh? Okay.
No, Xheezy, I played this before since season 1, but I stopped playing this. But I tried to catch up, and I encountered this pain, and it literally gives you a lot of pain. And me personally, I'm so shocked with his skills and everything. But anyways, let's have a quick rundown of the heroes. Who are they using? Team Ravenous will be having this Dirac, Kane, Alain, Hayate, and Max. Meanwhile, Demonic team will be having this Malok, Elendor, Pain, Alice, and Omen.
Okay, Charlie, I'm sorry to disrupt you there. It doesn't look like the game loaded for me. I'm gonna mute for a while and see if I can fix this.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, Sonata having a ton of damage. He entered, but oh, there's a knockup here coming in from Alain. Oh my god, they are disengaging the side of Demonic team because it's a 1-for-1, but they're at a low HP right now, and Abyssal Dragon Kratos will be resetted here with the both teams.
Objection! Overruled!
And like what you said, counter objective the key, but unfortunately Team Ravenous, they didn't do anything and in contest upon on that Sentinel. But here onto the mid lane, there's a potential clash, and the trade will be the Abyssal Dragon Kratos, whoever wins this clash. But I think now they're playing it safe. But Pino onto the top lane, Kaisaya, there's a 1v1. And now they're just feeling each other and just disturbing this Abyssal Dragon Kratos and playing it safe, approaching the game safely as the game progresses. And now Alice will just throwing some stuns here, And now Team Ravenous PH is grouping up here. And actually, the both teams are actually grouping up here onto the Abyssal Dragon Kratos, waiting for each other to make a mistake or a what do you call this? Not good execution or setup. Let's see what's gonna happen here, Kaisaya.
Yeah, I forgot to unmute my mic on the live stream, so only Charlie is able to hear me. So apologies because Xheezy needed to restart his game. I'm just not too sure if it's okay already. Let us know, Xheezy.
Yeah, actually, I just got back,
here.
so give me a summary of what's happening. But it does look like Team Demonic is trying to pick off members from Ravenous over here.
Oh my god, they're being demonic right now. And now there's the push from Zane. Alain is getting Alice right there on the spot now. Malok is the next target, soaking so much damage from the 4 members of Team Ravenous PH, and it will open a path here for the Abyssal Dragon Kratos. Can they take this one? Let's see. Alan Doris is poking some damage right here, and there you go. They are outnumbered in terms of onto the Abyssal Dragon Kratos, and this might be a dragon for the Team Ravenous PH.
Oh, there you go. Ravenous was able to get the Abyssal Dragon right there. And on the top lane, it looks like Max just got picked off by Team Demonic.
Oh, it's a 2v1 situation, but meanwhile onto the bottom lane, Dirac is running towards the bottom lane. Kunai Blitz will be activated. Let's see what's gonna happen here. There's a disengage from Hayate because Shout is so low right now.
Thane looks like he's trying to be cheeky and trying to pick off this Alice over here, but doesn't look like that is happening. Everybody's rotating to the top lane.
And the 4 members of Demonic team is right up top. Now, in terms of turrets, only 1 turret for the side of Demonic team. It's the kill here is still near, but it's almost a 500 gold lead in terms of gold. But now, look at here, there's the clash here. Shock will miss anyone, but what a nice Genesis blast coming in from Dirac from afar. Now Elendor wants to get this Thane. There's the cleave of Malok. Let's see. Thane with that heal. Oh my god, Omen wants to dive under the turret, but Stagger just killed one member here from the backline of the Demonic team. That's a 2-for-2 trade. Can they take more? Oh my god, there's a disengage. Still, we're on equal footing here with a 5-5 kills for the both teams.
Yeah, pretty much like you said. Like again, like our previous game earlier, like the early game, it looks like everybody's on equal footing, and looks like there's some activity on the bottom lane, and looks like Gaia is just gonna run away after destroying the bottom tier 1 tower.
And that's another turret for the side of Demonic team. And the next objectives here, it might be a dragon here, Omen, going onto the bottom lane just to clear the minion waves. But onto the mid lane, there's an harassment. Malok will go home, and now look at that, Alice struggling to escape the skills of Dirac, and the dragon will be taken down here for the Demonic team uncontestedly.
All right, looks like what's the name of the Gaia? This is Omen, right? It looks like
Omen. And oh man, Alice will fall down onto the top lane with the King's Glory from Thane. And look at here, there's the ambush. Oh my god! There's the knockups here, only knocks up Shock. Will hit no one. Oh, the blast here coming in from Dirac. There's a ton of damage here now. They're crumbling one by one. There's a potential wipeout, but still, the Elendor will be safe with the butterfly wings. but the turret at all will not be safe onto the hands of Team Ravenous PH as they take this one by one. Alice, what can he do?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same thing. Like, Alice, what are you doing there? You're going to be picked up. You just got pushed away by big boy Thane, but no, they're going to respect this push. They're just going to disengage. We have already done our mission here, but let's see if we can start picking off enemies again from Team Demonic.
See? So Alice just threw some his feet right onto the mid lane just to defend, but it's not enough to clear the minion waves. But now the Dark Slayer is up for grabs, and the Demonic team from Indonesia is grouping up up top. So they want to secure this area because this will be the next objective of the game. So that is a nice comeback play from the Team Ravenous PH, despite of having they have the loss or they're outnumbered in terms of turrets, but they took down mid lane turrets, which is very helpful in terms of roaming onto the jungle.
All right, we see some action coming from Kirito over here.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that Alain entering Pain right there? But the Pain will go onto himself by Hayate taking him down, and Abyssal Dragon Kratos will be the take one from that kill. The buy one take one here. And there you go. That's a 1-for-9 trade in favor of Team Ravenous PH.
Yeah, Ravenous not minding, a little extra from that engagement over there. But it does look like they're trying to pick off these squishy members from Team Demonic again. Yeah, they're just gonna play it safe, attack the Spirit Sentinel. But yeah, they're also getting the Dark Slayer, which was on the plans of Team Demonic earlier.
And there you go, the Dark Slayer will be onto the side of the Team Ravenous PH. So now, the next big thing here is to defend your own base rather, or wait for the buff to cool down for the side of Demonic team. Meanwhile, Xheezy, what do you think Demonic team should do right now?
Yeah, like what you said earlier, I guess, well, I don't know. I still think this is a pretty equal game, even though that Team Ravenous is in the lead in terms of kills, but this isn't exactly a killing game. But I'm sorry, looks like Omen is able to escape that harassment by Thane over there.
Look at here. Look at Demonic team. Once the ambush going in for Jirak and Pain. The Pain will not be enough. And, it will be enough for just to kill Hayate, but Jirak will drop Pain right there. And there you go. Chitoge will be trapped here from the 3 members of the Team Ravenous PH. Meanwhile, we didn't saw that. So Nata just killed Alice right on the spot, and in terms of kill, that's a 2-for-1, but that's an additional again. And now Alain is so mad right now, just rampaging, and again Abyssal Dragon Kratos onto their hands. They will have 3 dragons into this game and another turret. So it is a close fight here, Xheezy. We won't know who will be the winner here because of the equal footing of them.
Well, it does look like it's turning to the favor of Team Ravenous right now, especially in terms of like pushes. And like what you did say earlier during the drafting phase, where Team Demonic pretty much made a very glass cannon composition. It does look like that is happening right now, and looks like Omen is just positioning himself over here just to defend their tier 2 bot tower.
And I think it's a mirror, but the bottom lane, it's so crucial for the side of Demonic Team PH. Malok is trying his best to defend his inhibitor turret, but he is outnumbered. The members here are not going home, but there you go, Alice with a stun here. And now Pain is in the house. They want to clear the minion waves so that their base will be safe. And now Nepo with the Kings of Glory now disengaging. Hayate running out, leaving Pain alone. But look at here on the mid lane. Pain, he wants to end the game. He wants to end the game as fast as he can. And now there's no one defending, and the game will go on to the side of the Demonic Team PH with the demon plays from Pain.
Pain being very sneaky there. I didn't even see that happening. Like, I was focused on the bottom lane push by Team Ravenous. And as you said, Pain did bring the pain and was able to win the game for Team Demonic.
It's like base race for them, but the Demonic team is the one successful because Alice and Malok, they did not let any members of the Team Ravenous PH to go home. But let's hear what Kaisaya thought about this one. I think she'll be shocked because it's a fun race on that final game or last game.
Oh my god! Again, for the second time, I'm shocked. Yeah, I'm so shocked. I mean, this is again a game that turned around. Obviously, we saw that there's the lead in favor on the side of Team Ravenous already, but apparently they got backdoored by the Pain, and yeah, it happened. That happened. Look at the kills. It was all in favor, and it was leading on the side of Team Ravenous, but apparently maybe a miscommunication happened, and they forgot about the base. They forgot about the base.
I think the Team Ravenous PH fully committed onto the bottom lane, but the defense from Elendor, composure just to clear out the minion waves, ignoring the heroes. It really helps. Now, clearing the minion waves will toughen your own base, and the thing is that the communication of Demonic Team is solid because I'm thinking that Pain is shouting that don't let them go home. Gonna end this one, and that's what happened on that last game.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw Team Ravenous already pushing to their limits, apparently that was their limit. Yeah, just avoid them going home back to their base, because I'm gonna push the mid and I'm gonna backdoor because no one else is in here to guard their base. So I think that's the importance of taking into consideration on whether you have to go for objectives, or are you gonna go for a kill, or are you gonna go for a push. It's a matter of measuring things. If you can or you cannot. Like, you know, in real life, it's the same thing for real life. Can you still do this? Can you still do that? Or no? Are you pushing to the limits, or you have to tone down, chill down, and find another? I mean, you know, maybe try it another day. Try it maybe after a few minutes. I mean, you have to back away after. They already took down 2 turrets in the bot side, or maybe even 3 continuously, but they forced it up until the base, and they forgot about the death timers, that Pain is still there, can roam around the map really fast, and there you go. They pushed themselves to the limit and they forgot about it. But overall, I think, you know, for a team that is coming back, especially Neptune, still a GGWP, but I'm also at the same time, I'm seeing a trend right now that it seems like the 2 Indonesian teams that we saw a while ago, you know, the previous one and this one, they're very objective based. They don't care about the kills. If they see a chance to get a kill, it only happens if the time comes that it's their opponent go for an engage. But overall, they are more objective based. And I do feel like it's something that we can learn from you know, the viewers and everyone else. So I think, yeah, overall, GGWP for both of the teams. For Team Ravenous, they still have a chance to make a comeback from the lower bracket. But congrats to Team Demonic for moving forward to the round 2. But yeah, now that was all my thoughts. It's It's a lot. I'm sorry, but how about you guys?
Easy. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I mean, I was distracted myself. Like, pretty much my focus is on the bottom lane, and like, I guess there's just a split-second decision there to say like, hey, Pain will just go do some rat gaming, push the mid, and like everybody else on our base just distract, because it does look like that they're going to do a final push, and it is definitely within the realm of possibility for Team Ravenous there, because as you can see, like Elaine has started, he is becoming very chunky, so to say. He's very well becoming fed on the way. But yeah, maybe that was a brief moment of overextending, or
Yeah.
but yeah, as you have said, Kaisaya, there are these moments of like, you have to quickly identify what's more important right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Very philosophical words there from a
You
very
can apply it
wise
in real
person.
life, right?
Exactly.
Charlie, right? She's...
Yeah, you can really apply it.
Do you have any more thoughts, Charlie, before we head on to the next series?
So applying in real life, no, it's like fully commit everything, don't give everything, reserve something for yourself. No, like, you should have a plan B. It's like, it's very risky, and that's what happened to the Team Ravenous PH. They're just focusing on, their mindset is like, we can finish this onto the bottom lane. It's like do or die, and that's why they died on that moment. And I just want to have a quick shout outs here, because I've seen a lot of people or Char Nation watching right now. Thank you for supporting. Shout out to Ash Lariano and JP Manaug. For those who are watching, thank you for supporting Kaisaya's Community Cup. Let's share this tournament, and let's spread the love for this MOBA game. This is a very, very beautiful MOBA game, and for some random facts, this is my first ever loved MOBA game.
Yeah. Ooh, well, anyway, I think we now should head on to our short break. We'll just be preparing the last series for today. But I think I want to give the floor to Xheezy to, promote maybe your streams or your social media, because this is gonna be the last cast of him for the second day. So go ahead, Xheezy.
Yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity, Kaisaya. And yeah, I'm very blessed to be able to do this alongside an experienced caster such as Charlie. Thank you for assisting me and being alongside through this adventure. Yeah, by the way, my name is Xheezy. I usually go live on twitch.tv/CZPH. You can definitely see that there. I'm a variety streamer, but I have dabbled on some shoutcasting. But yeah, this is definitely my first time shoutcasting for AOV, and hopefully I can be more experienced and continue to do this for a very long time.
Ooh, yes, for sure. Well, if that was it, I guess we're ready to head on to the short break. Once again, I'm Kaisaya. That was Charlie and Xheezy. We'll be back after a few minutes.
That was a close call. I am heaven's will.
Your team has destroyed
はじめまして。私はアスナ。そしてこっちが。
どうもキリトです。
今日から私たちしばらくの間新しいゲームにインすることになったの。
どんな世界なんだろうな。
今回のゲームはチームワークが重要なポイントになるのよね。
ああ、チームワークか。
あ、ソロプレイヤーのキリトくん、今ハードルが高いかもって思ってるでしょう。
バレたか。確かにチームワーク重視のゲームって慣れてないから。
安心して、そのために私がいるんでしょ。キリトくん、一緒に頑張りましょう。
ああ、ありがとうアスナ。このゲームはとても有名でプレイヤーもたくさんいるって聞いてるから、がぜん腕が鳴るぜ。
そうだね。それじゃあ早速ログインしてみよう。
ああ、リンクスタート。
一緒に戦う仲間もいるよ。
よし、行くぞ。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。
君たち、俺が絶対に守る。君たちは俺が絶対に守るから。
大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。行くわよ。終わりよ。耐えた。待ちなさい。大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。行くわよ。終わりよ。耐えた。待ちなさい。遅い。 大事な人を助けたいって気持ち、私にもよくわかるから。行くわよ。終わりよ。
ライトニングボール
スタースプラッシュ。キリト君は私が守る。
ライトニングボール
スタースプラッシュ。キリト君は私が守る。
I hope you guys are doing well. We are back in here at the Kaisaya Community Cup Arena of Valor for the month of July 2020. I'm Kaisaya, and with me is Charlie and Vittorio. Yes, Vittorio is back, coming from that heated fight a while ago. How are you doing, everyone? Let's ask Vittorio because, yeah, he just came back.
Yeah.
With a smile on his face.
Yeah, I miss talking to you guys.
I miss you too, Vittorio.
Well, yes, this is team, just to introduce the teams, these are teams Crusader and team VDT, Vendetta Team 2. So, apologies for the long break. I said a while ago it's just gonna be a short one. But, yeah, let's take, maybe let's talk about what's in the draft so far. What's in the table so far.
Kane and D-Rock, the 100 bands here, and this is quite bad. It's hovered Adenko, but no, it's the B Elendar. So far, these are usual bands here for our games. And Kira, 100% ban all throughout the tournament since yesterday.
Who? Elendor. Vittorio mentioned that he usually doesn't, in general, he doesn't like marksman jungle, and Elendor is one. But he, we can see that Elendor is still being respected. Why do you think is that so? Vittorio, maybe let's ask Vittorio for that.
Yeah, I think Elendar is still being respect bound because Elendar has a lot of micro potential. It's so hard to catch a good Elendar, and at the same time, even if it's gonna peel the health, even if you have an AD heavy defensive item, it's still gonna peel your health because of the magic damage that his passive has.
For sure, yeah, like it's gonna be hard to catch that Elandor, especially if we don't have a sure CC that can throw out, maybe sure CC in a form of a stun or silence to throw out on that Elandor. But for the meantime, we can see usual picks being prioritized by the teams. We've seen a lot of Richter, we've seen a lot of Laville, so as is KazeeB. So far, do you see any combo so far on the two priorities that Team Vendetta Team 2 has in here, the Laville and the KazeeB, Charlie?
You can see here a surprise attack here, knowing that KazeeB is gonna be an invincible hero, plus the movement speed buff, and Laville as well. That double trouble could be surprising, and the break with this KazeeB support, bring his whole teammate as fast as he can.
Well, let's see if they will be able to execute that plan as a duo on the side on the Abyssal Dragon, because for sure the passive of that Lumber will also contribute in terms of team fights. We know that KazeeB is much squeezier compared to that of Lumber and maybe even that Richter, and they could be stopped, even especially maybe if Laville gets caught up and KazeeB gets caught up too. But meantime, how about you, Vittorio? Do you see any reason as to why Team Crusaders have secured these first three heroes on their lineup?
Well, basically everyone who picks Richter wants the mobility and also the protection capability and the damage capability that the hero has. And now they pick in the second pick they pick the Lumber. It's just basically for protection also. So I'm seeing here in the first three picks of Crusaders that they're leaning more on getting more protection for their marksmen and mages. For sure. I'm not sure yet what the fourth and fifth pick is, but it's more leaning on protection. And I'm seeing here in the Vendetta side is that it's more of a wombo combo. Once KazeeB comes in and then pulls everyone in, Malak jumps in, and then Laville gets a free hit window.
I agree to that. Knowing Shock is a great impact here from Malak. Laville needs someone to peel out for him. I remember not exactly what team is that, but they used Laville, and their only support is the Chogner. He can't fill for the Laville, and this might be a good lineup for the side of Vendetta Team 2, but looking onto the banning phase, junglers are the one targeted here and the mid laners.
Yeah, I'm just fixing something on the back end right now, but I guess so far still pretty much the same heroes that we've been seeing. Anyway, this is just a best of one, and we're not gonna be seeing anything new unless maybe we transition into a best of 3 or best of 5 and best of 7 even in the grand finals. But so far, this is a new ban that I see, which is Aurora. Are they planning anything new in here wherein Aurora might be a possible good counter for Team Crusaders? Vittorio.
So, since they ban work, I'm feeling like they're gonna be picking a glass cannon assassin to come in. That's basically the ones that counter. Rourke is a very, very good counter against those assassins because of his special skills, which is he becomes immune, and the more he deals damage, the more the shield grows. Like Zephys, it's a very, very bad counter if they're gonna use Zephys and then the Team Vendetta would be using Work. With all the damage that he will be doing, especially in close range combat. That's a very, very wise ban for me since they banned Work. They won't worry about the they won't worry about some hero like Rourke that could burst down the assassin Zephys when he comes in.
Rourke is a tough one, but there you go. There's the Zill here. Just to cut out here the Cafeni. I've seen the Wombo combo lineup here for the side of Crusaders having this Ignace, the Lumber, as the first lane of Cafeni. But what can you say about this Astrid pick, Vittorio?
It's very, very new to me, actually.
Astrid.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen this since yesterday, and also I've never seen a lot of Astrid users here in the server, so I'm not really sure how effective it will be, but it's kind of tanky.
Yeah.
So I think the synergy is still there, so it's not really out of place in the lineup. Malo, Krizix, Astrid.
Well,
So they have more.
Yeah, and we'll see about the Astrid, but I just wanted to share that there was a time when Astrid jungle was also viable. Just not too sure about the the competitive, the pro scene, high level pro scene. But for the meantime, this is again two Philippine teams. It's Crusaders versus Vendetta Team 2. Just do note that not necessarily if we say if it's Philippine team, all of the members are Filipinos. It's just the majority of the members are from the Philippines. So yes, Crusaders versus Vendetta Team 2. Here are shoutcasters. It's Charlie and Vittorio. Take it away.
Thank you, Kaisaya. And now we're heading on to the game. It's gonna be the last but not the least game of our Day 2 Kaisaya's Community Cup featuring Arena of Valor. And now this will be Crusaders versus Vendetta Team 2. Just a quick rundown. We have Cafeni, Richter, Ignite, Lumber, and Zephys onto the Crusaders side.
Yeah, now into the Vendetta Esports Team 2, it's gonna be Zill, Krizix, Laville, Astrid, and Malok.
And look at here. The rotation here from the Crusaders are leaning towards the blue jungle of Vendetta Team 2, but I think they didn't spot any buff, and now they're going onto the bottom lane. It's like the 1-3-1 that with the mid laner support and marksman. What can you say about this, Vittorio?
I think this is one of the basic rotations that I'm seeing today. I've seen this the second time, wherein the marksman also clear the mid lane. I think they're more leaning on getting the marksman the necessary gold to deal a lot of DPS in the early game. Yeah.
Meanwhile, aggression from the Vendetta Team 2 will not be successful because Sora will be having his blue buff.
Yeah, Charlie. They're trying to peel off, and then what a miss by Zephys. Krizix sucks them in. Still using his SS, hitting off, but not enough to burst down the Zephys. Zephys heals the Malok, and it will be a 2-1, a 2-0 exchange.
And now the Abyssal Dragon Kratos is up for grabs. See who will be the one who will secure this area, knowing that the majority kills will be onto the side of Crusaders. And now, see Krizix just giving some vision here for the Abyssal Dragon Kratos, and this is a 2v2 onto the bottom lane. Zill's now rotating, going to the bottom lane, and now they are clearing as fast as they can. Have you seen here Galfani using the first lane just to clear the minion waves so that they can set up a potential gank onto the mid lane? But Malok here, Karo Pork is standing onto the bush just to get an ambush, and now Vendetta Team 2 will be the one who secure this Abyssal Dragon Kratos. What a nice rotation here. just looking onto Astrid, rotating from top lane to mid lane.
So Malok is being bursted down by Zephys. Ignis puts all his skills down. Is it enough? Zephys bursting down that Malok. Richter coming in, killing that Zill. Astrid using his SS, but no one is lower than his health. So there was no stun.
What a nice combination from the Earth Splitter and the Fusillade. That is where the composition of these Crusaders will win. Now, they've planned this whole thing out during the drafting phase. And now, we're seeing Laville onto the bottom lane just farming up. And he's getting the war boots, and Chris is just roaming around just as a support what they tend to do. And now they're going onto the bottom lane. Everyone is regrouping onto this lane. But look at Astrid doing a great job clearing the top lane and the mid lane. But look at here, the ultimate here in the snap onto Zephyr's face just to disengage.
Yeah, I think it was all the clashes were very, very forced in terms of Vendetta Team 2. They didn't have. If you're gonna be using a jungle Zill, it's gonna be really hard to burst down multiple enemies at the early game because there will be no damage. Richter coming in, just harassing that Malok. And the bot lane hitting off. Avil hitting off that Kafeni, bursting him down. Zill locking in on that Lumber. Krizik sucks him in. Will it be enough? No. Malok misses with that SS. Stomping the ground. Nothing but the ground.
But look at here, Zephys responding. Karu Pork will be eaten here by Sora. But oh, he survived. Ooh, what a nice surviving first lane just to clear the people here from the side of Vendetta Team 2. And Malok will survive. The Karu Pork will not be cooked right now.
All of the clashes are very, very close. But it's still 5-2 in favor of the Crusaders. Let's see, but the Goldie is not that big for now. But in the late game potential, I'm seeing that Vendetta Team 2 would be having the upper hand.
But look at here, on the top lane, there's a 1v1 between Chaotic and Kratos. But I think Chaotic has this map awareness that he tends to back away under the turret, knowing that everyone is gone from their own lane. But look at Krizix here, just giving some vision onto Sara. And now both of them are standing onto the bush, not knowing who's behind those walls. But onto the bottom lane, Karo Pork was harassed here by Kafeni. And now Astrid is onto the bottom lane here. The slap of the 2-1 Sun here. The Zill with the ultimate getting picked up here. Kafeni will fall down. The next on the menu will be Ignis. And that's a double kill for Zill, making it a 2-for-0 trade in favor of the Vendetta Team 2.
We're seeing here the effectivity of Zill and also the effectivity of the Malok. If they weren't able to burst down that Malok fast enough, and they were able to do a wombo combo in that bottom lane. Zeph is coming in trying to hit something, but he hits nothing but the ground. Lumbo uses his SS, but it doesn't hit everyone.
And the disengage from Krizix using that invisibility. Aggression on the double trouble will hit no one, and now the Dark Slayer is the next big thing here. Meanwhile, 20 seconds, still the Abyssal Dragon Kratos one, and Sentinel will go on to the side of Laville. It's a very, very useful buff because it gives you regeneration health, and now Astrid is at the bottom lane. They had a swap here between the marksman and the dark slayer laner, but meanwhile Zill will be using his ultimate just to stay this Ignis, and there's the dive. Now look at here, Sora with the death from above is alone, no follow-up damage from his teammates, and the double trample will hit Chaotic, but still he will survive. Let's see if they can trace where Richter is, or no, they won't. But onto the bottom lane, Astrid will be pushing the side lanes.
They're bursting down the Malok, but it is not enough again. That's how tanky this Malok is. One of the best tanks in game right now in the current meta. No. They're now pushing the Crusaders in the gold. They push the gold lead to almost equal levels.
Wow. It's like equal, but in terms of kills, looking onto the kills, no, the Crusaders still has the upper hand, so gold lead. But in terms of kills, it's 7 for the Vendetta team too. And objective again for the red team, and looking onto the turrets. They're on equal footing, but now the top lane was destroyed for the side of Vendetta team too, and still we won't know who will have the upper hand here because of the equal footing of each team.
Here comes Zephys trying to burst down that Astrid, punishing that Astrid. He was too overextended in that bottom lane.
And knowing Richter and Zephys can easily chase you down with their own mobility skills.
Zephys got silenced, but the SS Malok uses the stop, trying to kill that Lumber, but Richter uses his first kill, trying to do a lot of delays, and it becomes 1-to-1 exchange. To a 1-to-1 exchange.
And the score is now, it's like a dance. You know that dance, the Ocho Ocho. Do that in your stream. But right now the Dark Slayer is still up for grabs, and looking onto the mid lane turret, upper hand is onto the side of Crusaders. Having a mid lane turret will give you an advantage of not giving all of the jungle onto the opponent's side. But now look at the sun here, and let's see, Chaotic just want to give some vision and hiding under the bush. Oh, he missed the Zill, the jungle strike, but now they're grouping up. Astrid, he's alone right now, Vittorio, and I think he learned his lesson. He won't ever extend right now, and the Abyss of the Dragon Kratos will be disturbed right now by the Crusaders.
Yeah. Everyone in the Crusaders team is more geared on this Abyssal Dragon. Wow. Let's see if Team Vendetta Esports Team 2 will be able to get the Dark Slayer. And they get that objective.
Oh, only Midnight was hit here. Earth Splitter will be activated. The Fusilade here from the company will not be enough. And the snap here. Oh, he took down 3-man stun here. And now Chaotic having Chaos in entire life. And Zill with the ultimate. And now Kratos. Oh my god, this Astrid Peak is giving us so much hype. And now the mid lane turret will fall down. And now the dragon here from the side of Vendetta Team 2 will drop onto the mid lane. And shout out to all of our viewers. We have 276 viewers, Vittorio. What a nice community we have.
Malok comes in and then hits 2 of them, hitting that Kafeni and Richter. Now they're trying to go for a push for in this mid lane. Is it enough? But it's not enough. The Drake is not gonna last until the mid lane inhibitor would be finished. Yeah, we can see here that the Vendetta team is pressuring the Crusaders at every turn, not giving them any chance to chance to breathe.
There you go. I snapped on from the Discord. I'm very sorry for that, but still, Crusaders is Leading as of now, and we can see that the gold lead is here is in favor of the Vendetta team too.
They've taken almost all the outer turret. Earth Splitter hits. Zephys uses his SS on that physics, but I don't know, it was too tanky. But Astrid gets bursted down by that Kafeni. It's a very, very ill position clash wherein the Malik and Laville wasn't there to help.
Oh, that's an overcommit from the Astrid with the baseball slap, but still, they had the time of their life just to take this Abyssal Dragon Kratos. Still, it's a win-win situation for them, but the gold is closing here with a 4K gold deficit in favor of the Vendetta team too. And now, Vittorio, what do you think Crusaders should do right now, having no inhibitor turret onto the mid lane?
They should play smart. As you can see, the Vendetta team too keeps on overcommitting. They think that because they had the advantage, they'd be able to kill. But as we see, this is one of the first time I see an Astrid being used like this. He was able, in those clashes, he was able to box out 4 people in the middle lane. That's why they had the advantage. Here comes Zephys, nodding at the ground, but Lumber using the split. Richter trying to burst down that Zill, but it is not enough. Zill uses his SS. Malak is too big.
Oh my god!
And it's gonna be a 5-man wipe in favor of that Vendetta team too.
That's a quad kill from the Zill. Clean as 8, man. And now they have the creeps onto the top lane. 20 seconds rather onto the clock. This might be the end. Vittorio for our last but not the least game. Look at that, Astrid and Zill claiming the game in favor of the Vendetta Esports team too. What a nice performance of them.
Yeah, what a nice play. Now let's call on Kaisaya on how. Let's call on Kaisaya. What do you think happened in that game?
This is another OMG moment wherein we thought Crusaders could have got the chance to turn things around, but apparently I think it's more of asking yourself as to, can you match up this lineup? Using your lineup, can you match up the lineup of your opponent if it goes on a 5v5 clash? But another question is that can we match this on a 4v5? Because I believe they were incomplete on that clash before it happens. Team Crusaders, I think it started on a 4v5, and then before one member could join, I couldn't remember if it was Chaotic or Richter who joined last, trying to go on the back line and chasing the clash so that he could join. But yeah, it was a little bit too late. The Seal was already there, bursting down the members of Team Crusaders, and add to that the really tanky Malok and Astrid in their lineup. Plus, of course, Laville can save himself regardless if Xheezy is there or not there. So survivability wise, compared to a Kafeni, we can say that Laville can watch for himself. So overall, I think it was a pretty even match, just like what you mentioned a while ago. It's just a matter of finding who will commit a mistake. So still a good game. GGPP. Crusaders will head on to the lower bracket to hopefully make a comeback from there. But Vendetta Team 2 will be heading on to our round 2 for this Kaisaya Community Cup. But how about you guys, Charlie and Vittorio? Let's start with Charlie, maybe.
I think from the last clash, the layering of crowd control is not that too good for the side of Crusaders, because their bread and butter there is the Earth Splitter plus the Fuzzilade of the Kafeni. But the Zill's ult hits a clean execution, because the Zill ult can easily dodge everything from the Kafeni's ult and can easily give you a massive damage. That we've saw that quad kill from that Zill, and it leads them for the victory.
And yeah, he can also silence the opponents. Maybe that's why the the damage or the skill one of Kafeni did not work out. But anyway, how about you, Vittorio? Your thoughts about this match?
Yeah. Charlie asked me how the Crusaders could have done better. I think it was a very, very forced clash at that. The last clash that happened was very, very forced. What happened was they saw some of the members of Team Vendetta was at the top lane, so they tried to burst down that Zill, they tried to burst down that Malok, but it was not enough. And the Kha'Zix was also tanky at that time. As you can see, they weren't able to burst down even one hero. And also, props to that Lumber, he always hits two people, but the Zephyr's special skill was a very, very big mistake. He wasn't able to hit any of the priority targets like Laville or Zill. But if that Zephyr's would have hit that Zill, I think it would have been a GG well played for Team Vendetta.
Yeah, like delete the Zill first from the map before you maybe can go for an engage at other parts of the map. Is that what you're saying, Vittorio?
Yes.
Yeah, well, anyway, that's why we get these tournaments, and we can learn from the mistakes, and we get a chance to make a comeback from the lower bracket. That's why whenever I have tournament, I always love placing a double eliminations match setup rather than after best of one in the round one, then you go bye-bye. But yeah, that's what we did, remember, Charlie, in season 1 as well. So it takes a little bit too long, but at least the teams will get the chance and opportunity to learn from a particular mistake and come back from the lower bracket. But what an amazing day too for our Kaisaya Community Cup. 5 series are done today, and tomorrow will be day 3 wherein we'll be able to watch series. I won't be hosting. Instead, Isaac Plays will be subbing in for me because I will personally play as well for Liab Halia. So that's going to be the I think that's the 5th series for tomorrow. So yeah, it's my turn to to show off something. I don't know if I will be able to show off something, but yeah, support us, guys. And of course, thank you so much to our sponsors: Garena AOV Indonesia, Richard Tyers from Scotland, S-Rank Gaming. I think they also have a game tomorrow. Let me check. Is that tomorrow? But sometime. Yeah, I think they're just on somewhere in round 2. So just watch out for them. Arthelion Gaming gonna be making a comeback, hopefully from the lower bracket. Thank you also for the sponsorship. And yeah, to one lucky viewer, make sure that you already typed !notify, share the live stream publicly on your Facebook wall with the hashtag KCCAOV. Anytime after this stream, I will be posting one lucky viewer who followed the instruction. Only one lucky viewer will get a chance in winning 500 vouchers from Garena AOV themselves. So yeah, I guess it's time to close this event for day 2. Meantime, I want to ask Vittorio and Charlie if they want to promote something. Of course, maybe we got new sets of viewers because I saw an increase in the viewership. We almost reached 300 viewers compared from yesterday. I think from yesterday it was just 200 something, but today I think we reached 280 plus, so that's gonna be amazing. So go ahead with your promotions, Charlie. Let's start with Charlie first. Yeah.
So everyone who's watching, thank you for supporting this tournament, Kaisaya's Community Cup as well. For Kaisaya, thank you for letting me cast this your own hosted tournament featuring Arena of Valor, our very beloved game. And as well, I would like to give a quick shout out to my supporters, the Char Nation family. Shout out to Sean, Aldwin, Matthew Abalos, Rich Robin AS, and Lord Serra, and everyone else who's watching right now and still supporting this since day 1. And thank you as well for the casters that casted with me. KazeeB, Xheezy, don't forget to support them as well, and Vittorio. And if you can check my page, I do stream. Yesterday I streamed after this or after the day 1 the tournament, and my supporters loved it. I don't know why do they love seeing me scared. that pacify. So I do stream a lot of Moba games, and I'm trying to stream RPG and a bit of horror games. Don't know why do they pushing me. And you can check my fb.com/ or my page right under my name. It's fb.com/official.deliosa. So that's it. Thank you for this opportunity.
How about you, Vittorio?
Yeah, I would just like to take this opportunity to thank all my supporters from the hashtag #LANNation.
What was that?
I can't say it in live. I can't say it in live. And also, I would like to thank special people that keeps on wanting me to shout them out. JD Villa, Clay KS, Jawanoada, Sina, Aldrin Esquino from Jar Nation, and also Reach Roven. I've read your comments there. And also to Carl Magdalis, and all the ones that supported me, and the OneSnap Esports AOV team. I love you guys. We're gonna
Make a comeback.
make a comeback in the lower bracket.
Yeah.
I hope you guys still support us. And thank you to my family also. Thank you, Mom, for always supporting me.
Yes, for sure. All right, guys. Thank you so much to the viewers on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. We'll see you again tomorrow. For the meantime, we're gonna say bye-bye. So, yeah, Kaisaya here, signing out with Charlie and Vittorio. See you again tomorrow. Bye!